You know, I wasn't in a big rush to get to the dog yard that day. I was kind of laying around and knew the dogs had to get fed, and my girlfriend said to me, well, maybe we better go check on that fire. It's only a couple kilometers away. So driving up, we could see it was, you know, it's still a couple miles from town, but as a precaution, we went and got the race trailer. On our way back to the dog yard, the radio said that the winds were changing and Prairie Creek was getting evacuated, and Prairie Creek's actually right next to our dog yard. So it turned into a mad, crazy rush and started running in and out of the yard, loading dogs up and, you know, trying to grab what you think you need to take. And in about 40 minutes there, I packed up enough for who knows how long we're gonna be here. So a buddy of mine had phoned me and he said, why don't you come out to Anzac? So I said, yeah, no problem. That sounds good. He said, lots of room for the dogs. So 43 dogs in total. So, I mean, you think about that, the math, to unload and load up, you're handling 86 dogs every time. So I was doing that every couple hours just to make sure everybody was nice and cool and hydrated. And Tuesday morning, I considered going back to town and tying all the dogs up and perhaps making it, you know, lightening the load. And my buddy says to me, well, maybe, you know, leave the dogs back, just take my truck to town, go get more feed. And then all of a sudden the radio said winds are changing and it's heading for Fort Mac. So I went to town and pulling onto Highway 69 where my dog yard is, I looked over into the valley and the flames were probably half a mile away and the dog yard's not far from there. So I zipped into the dog yard and grabbed a couple tubs of an electrolyte. It's called Revive, just to keep the dogs nice and hydrated, and some snaps and some chain. And, you know, I kind of panicked. There's, you know, 4 older race sleds that I wish I would have packed. We lost those. 35 years worth of harnesses between me and my father we accumulated. And our old feed shack was kind of a hangout spot with a wood stove, you know, pictures of me and my dad racing when I was a kid and stuff like that. So now it's day by day, you know, start building some dog houses. I got to sit and wait and see how long till I can build in Fort McMurray. You know, from what I hear, everything that's been damaged is going to get fenced off and you can't get in until they clean it up. I don't know, is a sled dog racer at the top of the priority list to let them home or not? But I hope so. I've been there my whole life and I've been proud to be from Fort McMurray. I mean, it's plastered on the side of the truck and, you know, we're Tar City Kennels racing team and we were Tar City Kennels before tar was a bad word. We can just feel fortunate that we got out with the dogs and we got out with the equipment we had and nobody got too dehydrated. You know, our home wasn't hit. About 10 trailers down from us, the fire burnt up to there. So, you know, we have a home to go back to. But the thing is, for us to go back, we can't go back until we got a dog yard.